The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. And he's stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea.
First and 10.
It's a shotgun run call. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he's brought down, but hold on, there's a flag on the play. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Receiver makes the catch. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. The tactic works here. Now we've got a 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
Catch made on the out route. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw again. And this pass is on target. Caught. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's 3rd and short. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback delivers quickly, a receiver on the screen. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26.
So we got the opening drive. We got a big 3rd down. Why not go with that quick slant? It works. It typically does work, and it's a first down.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Tries to get it to the running back. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. Impressive opening drive. The 10th play coming up. It's near the sticks. It's Dickey. Enough to convert on third there. So first down from the 12 now.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
A quick throw out left, complete. A horrible field position to start the drive, Kirk, but they just march right down the field and get points.
Chris, this offensive coordinator deserves a raise after that opening drive. The way they orchestrated this inside their own 15 to come away with points, impressive.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Trying to find some room. It's Johnson. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Again, makes it second and medium. Play fake, looking to throw. Throws to the tight end. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
Well, I love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually it opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and the quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice game. Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held them just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying in the ground.
Here he goes. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. is made, but that's good for a first down at the 47.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He dumps it off to the tight end. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screen play works.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Catch made on the left side. Ball down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense. Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll leave the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Offense on the field to take over. Quick throw to the left. Powers through. Across the 40. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
The receiver makes the catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down, looking to throw it. On over the middle. Tackle, but first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw, get the first, and here comes the tempo.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Finds his target, and it's complete. Incompletion makes it second and short. Looking to throw it again. Bringing pressure. Looks to the left. Pass caught. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And he's brought down after a solid effort on that return.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. They begin with a quick throw to the left. They finally make the stop right near midfield on a first down.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Pulls it in. It's Poe. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22. First and 10 play coming up. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. It's a good grab. They bring him down, but that play will set up a first and goal now at the 10. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Normally for this offense down in the red zone, they love to go to the tight end, and they try to go to him. He drops the ball. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I might think about trying to give him another shot.
Ball handed off. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Now, a fourth down.
They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Breaks into open space. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Chris, everybody in the stadium, including this defense, knew they were going to run the football just to get it away from the shadow of their own goal line. What's amazing is they were able to pop a big run like that. If you're the defensive coordinator, it's got to be one of the most frustrating things. But let's give credit to the offense. They blocked it well and made it happen.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made over the middle. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, it really starts to wear you out.
defense line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Punt over the middle. It's Dickey. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Moves out of the pocket. Looking right. This one caught. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down. First down and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That pass is caught. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's a fly to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The game moves the ball past the 40. Sets up another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Quarterback will throw it off the one-pass option. Good enough for first down yardage.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Offense back out there trying to get something going. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll tackle him at the 27.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Fighting him off. You'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. A good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Dumps it down to the back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quick throw complete to the tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. First on the ground. And they get the third down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Checks this down to the running back. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you could sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route, the catch made. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down? I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
We're going to go with the wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kurt?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, that was a bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. The mechanics were a bit shaky.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
Receiver makes the grab.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. A pop pass pass on the jet sweep. Stop for no gain there. That'll do it for the third quarter. The final quarter coming up next. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. They make the tackle, but that plane moves it inside the red zone.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He finds his man. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Ooh, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone.
What a tough matchup for this defense. What are you going to do down inside the 5-yard line? Quarterback knows that he has a mismatch, just puts it up in the air and lets the big man climb the ladder for the score.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And the point after gets him within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Robinson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
Offense comes out to start this drive. Looking to throw it on first down. Defense is coming after him. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Look out, he's in the clear. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. He'll hand it off. Running through the tackle. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive? So the grounding call on third down now brings up fourth for this offense. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Deep shot toward the end zone.
Boy, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver on this post pattern, a thing of beauty. Great throw by the quarterback coming off that back foot, and the receiver could not
penalty is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Offense makes their way on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. There's the snap. He's looking to throw. Receiver loops it in. It's complete. Enough for a first down at the 37.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. The shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at midfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
Grab behind the line. It's sticky. Second effort. Their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Man, what a great effort by the tight end. Not only does he make the catch, but how about the effort there to break that tackle to pick up more yards?
First down and 10 now. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Caught near the sticks. It's Dickey. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the clock has stopped here as we reach the final 2 minutes of play. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. It's a quarterback keeper. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient 3rd down offense. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they take the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That's exactly how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You want to be able to pick up a first down, get as close as you can to the sideline on those conversions, and then get out of bounds. That's exactly what they were.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he can't quite hold on to it. That would have sealed this game. It's 2nd down now.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
That's caught. It's Poe. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a quick screen to the receiver. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear.
Oh, what an unbelievable job by this offense, Chris. They put themselves in a position to put a touchdown on the board. They take the lead. And now we'll see if their own defense can hold on to that lead in these last couple minutes of the game.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The ball is hauled in. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Strap in for this exciting finish. The offense has one last drive. Time ticking away. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And this pass is caught. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets them up first down at the 33. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Looking for a receiver. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Dickey. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. That catch is hauled in. And the offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders. Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds his man. It's Poe. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. So what an entertaining battle here today, but in the end, Kirk, the #1 ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every single week when you have that bullseye. And sometimes the pressure is just too much, and you make some mistakes that you don't normally do. And I think that's exactly what we saw today.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.